You can take all the protein shakes in the world, hit the gym 5 times a week, and still lose muscle after 55 if you're skipping these two vitamins at night. And the surprising part, they work while you sleep. That's right. While most people think muscle is built in the gym, the real magic happens between midnight and 2 in the morning. Tonight I'll reveal the two vitamins that can help rebuild and protect your muscles and why the old advice about omega-3 might actually be holding you back. To understand why these two simple nutrients are so powerful, we first need to talk about what's really happening to your muscles as you age. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed that no matter how much protein you eat or how often you exercise, your muscles just don't respond the way they used to? Maybe you're doing everything the doctors tell you, lifting weights, eating lean meats, taking your omega-3 capsules, but you still feel weaker. Your arms look thinner, your legs tire more easily. You might even struggle with simple tasks like carrying groceries or getting up from a chair without using your hands. Here's what nobody tells you. The problem isn't your effort. The problem is that after 55, your body fundamentally changes the way it builds and repairs muscle tissue. Scientists call this sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. And it's not just about looking weaker. Your muscles are the organs responsible for how long you live on Earth. The more muscle mass you maintain, the better your chances of fighting age-related diseases, staying independent, and enjoying life without limitation. But here's the part that really matters. Most people focus all their attention on what happens during the day, their workouts, their meals, their supplements, and they completely ignore the most critical window for muscle growth, nighttime. You see, muscles don't actually grow when you're lifting weights. Exercise breaks them down. The real rebuilding, the actual growth, happens while you sleep. Specifically, it happens during the deepest stages of sleep, usually somewhere between midnight and 2 in the morning. During this window, your body releases growth hormone, activates protein synthesis, and shuttles amino acids into your muscle cells to repair and rebuild tissue. If you miss this window, or if your body doesn't have the right nutrients to make it work, you're essentially wasting all the effort you put in during the day. It's like planting seeds but never watering them. Nothing grows. And that's where the first overlooked vitamin steps in, a mineral that unlocks your body's repair mode. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another supplement. I'm already taking a dozen pills every day, I get it. But stay with me because this one is different. This one works with your body's natural rhythms, not against them. And when you take it at the right time, it can completely change how your muscles respond. The first vitamin seniors need to rebuild muscle overnight is magnesium. But not just any magnesium. You need magnesium glycinate. Let me explain why this specific form matters. When you take magnesium glycinate at night, it does something remarkable. It activates protein synthesis. That's the process your body uses to repair and rebuild muscle tissue while you sleep. Think of protein synthesis like a construction crew. You've got all the building materials, the protein you ate during the day, but without magnesium, the crew can't do their job. Magnesium is like the foreman who organizes everything and makes sure the work actually gets done. But it doesn't stop there. Magnesium also relaxes your muscles and nervous system, allowing you to enter those deeper stages of sleep where growth hormone is released. And growth hormone, especially after 55, becomes absolutely critical. You see, as we age, our bodies naturally produce less and less growth hormone. By the time you're in your 60s or 70s, you might be producing only a fraction of what you did at 30. This hormone is essential for muscle repair and recovery. Without adequate levels, your muscles simply can't rebuild efficiently, no matter how much protein you consume. Here's another piece of the puzzle most people miss. Magnesium helps transport amino acids into muscle cells. Think of amino acids as the bricks needed to build a house. You can have a whole pile of bricks sitting in your driveway, but if nobody carries them to the construction site, nothing gets built. Magnesium is the delivery truck. It ensures the protein you ate during the day actually gets used to build muscle rather than just passing through your system. Now, here's what's even more shocking. Studies suggest that somewhere between 70 and 80% of seniors are magnesium deficient, and most of them don't even know it. Why? Because standard blood tests don't detect it. Only about 1% of your body's magnesium is in your blood. The rest is stored in bones and tissues. So you can go to the doctor, get your blood work done, and everything looks fine. Meanwhile, your muscles are starving for magnesium. And if you're taking certain medications, the situation gets even worse. Common drugs like diuretics for blood pressure, proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux, or medications for diabetes actively deplete magnesium from your body. They literally flush it out, accelerating muscle loss. It's a hidden cycle that leaves many seniors weaker year after year without understanding why. There's another factor, too. You can't absorb magnesium after 50 the way you did at 30. As you age, stomach acid production decreases, and stomach acid is essential for extracting magnesium from food. So even if you're eating magnesium-rich foods every day, spinach, nuts, seeds, dark chocolate, your body might only be absorbing a small fraction of it. This is why supplementation becomes so important as we age. You're not just booning for poor diet. You're compensating for reduced absorption. A study published in a major sports nutrition journal found that magnesium supplementation significantly improved muscle strength and physical performance in older adults. The researchers concluded that magnesium plays a crucial role in muscle protein synthesis, especially during nighttime recovery. Participants who took magnesium before bed showed measurable increases in lean muscle mass over a period of several weeks. So here's what I recommend. Take somewhere between 300 and 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate about 30 minutes before bed for optimal results. Pair it with a small glass of water to improve absorption. And if you prefer to get magnesium naturally through food, try this for dinner. Grilled salmon with a side of sautéed spinach and roasted pumpkin seeds topped with a sprinkle of dark chocolate shavings for dessert. This meal can pack well over 200 mg of magnesium and tastes incredible. Plus, the healthy fats from the salmon help your body absorb the magnesium more effectively. Now listen carefully, this is where most people go wrong. Magnesium alone won't work. If you're only taking magnesium and skipping the next supplement, you're missing out on serious muscle growth. Your body needs both of these working together, or you'll keep losing muscle no matter how much magnesium you take. Think of it like trying to start a fire with only wood and no spark. You've got the fuel, but nothing ignites. This second supplement makes magnesium work even better and turns on a process in your body that rebuilds muscle while you sleep. Without it, magnesium can't do much for building muscle. The two work synergistically. They multiply each other's effects rather than just adding to them. That missing piece is something you've probably heard of, but never used strategically for muscle growth. And when these two combine, that's when the real rebuilding begins. The second vitamin seniors need to build muscle overnight is zinc. But again, not just any zinc. You need zinc picolinate or zinc glycinate. These forms are absorbed much better than the regular zinc oxide you find in most cheap multivitamins. Here's what zinc does that makes it so powerful. When you take zinc at night, it boosts testosterone production during sleep. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, testosterone, isn't that just for men? Not at all. Both men and women need testosterone for muscle repair and growth. It's true that men over 55 experience more dramatic declines in testosterone, but women need it too. And zinc helps your body produce more of it naturally, especially during those critical overnight hours. But testosterone is just one piece of what zinc does. Zinc also activates over 300 enzymes in your body that are directly involved in protein synthesis. Remember that construction crew analogy I used earlier? Well, if magnesium is the form and zinc is the entire toolkit, it provides the tools needed to convert the protein you eat into actual muscle tissue. It strengthens your immune system during sleep, preventing the muscle breakdown that happens when your body is fighting inflammation or illness. You see, when your immune system is under stress, your body goes into a catabolic state. It starts breaking down muscle to use for energy and immune function. Zinc helps prevent this by keeping your immune system strong and efficient, so your body doesn't need to sacrifice muscle tissue. Additionally, zinc improves the quality of your deep sleep cycles, and deeper sleep means more growth hormone release for faster muscle recovery. Studies have shown that without adequate zinc, your body simply cannot build or maintain muscle mass no matter how much you exercise or how much protein you consume. It's non-negotiable. Research published in a clinical nutrition journal found that zinc supplementation in older adults significantly increased lean body mass and testosterone levels. The researchers observed that participants who took zinc before bed experienced improvements in muscle strength, in some cases around 30% better than the placebo group. They concluded that zinc is essential for maintaining muscle mass and physical function in aging populations. Here's what I recommend for zinc. Take somewhere between 15 and 30 milligrams of zinc picolinate or zinc glycinate about 30 minutes before bed, preferably on an empty stomach or at least a couple of hours after dinner. Why? Because zinc absorption can be blocked by other nutrients, particularly calcium and iron, which compete for the same absorption pathways in your gut. If you'd prefer to get zinc naturally, try this dinner: grass-fed beefsteak with roasted chickpeas and a side of sauteed mushrooms and asparagus. This meal can deliver over 10 millig of zinc and provides the amino acids your muscles need for overnight repair. Finish with a handful of pumpkin seeds for an extra zinc boost. Now, here's what most people don't know. Magnesium and zinc are powerful, but they become completely useless if you take them with certain other supplements. In fact, mixing these with the wrong vitamins can actually turn toxic in your body, and that's the last thing you need. Thousands of seniors are accidentally ruining their muscle growth every single night by swallowing these vitamins without knowing the damage they're causing. I've spent years studying nutrition research and helping patients fight muscle loss, and I've worked closely with scientists who focus on keeping muscles strong as we age. What I discovered shocked me. There are 3 specific vitamins that seniors need to stop taking at night immediately. The third one is everywhere, and I bet you've already taken it at least once this week. Even worse, mixing these with magnesium and zincs can sabotage everything you're trying to accomplish. The first vitamin you must avoid at night if you want to build or save your muscle is iron supplements. This may come as a shock. After all, hospitals often provide iron during checkups, and doctors prescribe it for anemia, fatigue, and low energy levels. Many seniors take it daily to fight iron deficiency, weakness, and to boost red blood cell count. But here's the truth. When you take iron at the wrong time, especially at night, it disrupts your sleep by causing stomach cramps, nausea, and restlessness. For seniors trying to build muscle, this is an absolute disaster. Deep uninterrupted sleep is when your body releases growth hormone and repairs muscle tissue. If iron is keeping you awake or giving you poor quality sleep, your muscles simply cannot recover or grow, no matter how hard you train or how much protein you eat. Iron works best in the morning because your body absorbs it more efficiently when paired with vitamin C from breakfast foods like orange juice or strawberries. Taking it at night not only ruins your sleep, but also blocks the absorption of zinc and magnesium, the 2 critical minerals you just learned about for building muscle overnight. Here's what most seniors don't know. Iron and calcium compete for the same absorption pathways in your digestive system. So if you're taking both at night, you're getting almost none of either, and you're wasting your money. Research published in sleep medicine journals found that iron supplementation taken in the evening significantly reduced sleep quality and increased nighttime awakening in older adults. Researchers concluded that evening iron intake interfered with natural sleep cycles, which directly impacted muscle recovery and physical performance the next day. Let me tell you about Margaret, a woman in her early 60s who came to me frustrated despite eating well and exercising. She was losing muscle and felt exhausted all the time. When I reviewed her supplements, I discovered she was taking iron at bedtime because her doctor told her it didn't matter when she took it. I switched her iron to morning with breakfast and moved her magnesium and zinc to nighttime. Within about a month, Margaret reported sleeping through the night for the first time in years. Her energy skyrocketed, and after a few months she gained several pounds of lean muscle mass. Small changes, but they made all the difference. The second supplement you must avoid at night might surprise you even more. It's something most people take daily for energy: B-complex vitamins at night. This one shocks people because doctors recommend B vitamins for energy, brain health, and nerve function. Many seniors take them daily to fight fatigue, memory loss, and to support metabolism. But here's the truth. When you take B-complex vitamins at the wrong time, especially at night, they overstimulate your nervous system, keeping you wide awake and alert when your body desperately needs to rest. B vitamins, particularly B12 and B6, are like rocket fuel for your brain and metabolism. For seniors trying to build muscle, taking them at night is sabotaging your results because they prevent you from reaching the deep sleep stages where muscle repair and growth happen. Without deep sleep, your body can't produce enough growth hormone and your muscles break down instead of building up. B vitamins work best in the morning because they convert food into energy, giving you fuel for the entire day ahead. Taking them at night is like drinking 3 cups of strong coffee before bed. It hijacks your natural sleep cycle and leaves you tossing and turning. Here's what most seniors don't know. B vitamins increase brain activity and neurotransmitter production at night, which is exactly the opposite of what your body needs when it's trying to shut down and recover. Studies have shown that participants who took B complex vitamins in the evening experienced significantly delayed sleep onset and reduced REM sleep compared to those who took them in the morning. Researchers noted that nighttime B vitamin supplementation disrupted the natural circadian rhythm and resulted in poorer muscle recovery the following day. Let me tell you about Ryan, a man in his late 60s and a former athlete who came to me desperate to regain the muscle he'd lost. He was doing everything right, lifting weights, eating protein, taking his supplements, but he looked exhausted every time I saw him. When I asked about his routine, he mentioned taking his B complex vitamin right before bed because he thought it would help his body recover overnight. I immediately told him to switch it to morning with breakfast. Within a couple of weeks, Ryan called me amazed. He was finally sleeping soundly through the night. After about 6 weeks, his muscle mass measurements improved, his strength increased, and he told me he felt 10 years younger, all from one simple change. But the third saboteur might be sitting right on your nightstand, and it's been recommended to almost every senior. High-dose calcium without magnesium at night. This one is going to shock you because calcium is the most recommended supplement for seniors. After all, doctors push calcium for bone health, osteoporosis prevention, and to reduce fracture risk. Most seniors take it daily to fight bone loss, weak bones, and to keep the skeleton strong as they age. But here's the truth. When you take high-dose calcium at the wrong time, especially at night, without magnesium, it blocks magnesium absorption and causes severe muscle stiffness and cramping. For seniors trying to build muscle, this is a nightmare because calcium without magnesium doesn't go to your bones. Instead, it deposits in your soft tissues and muscles, making them tight, weak, and unable to grow. Instead of building strong bones and muscles, you're literally calcifying your muscle tissue and turning it stiff like concrete. Think about that for a moment. You're taking calcium to get stronger, but you're actually making your muscles harder and less functional. Calcium works better in smaller, divided doses throughout the day with meals, and it must be balanced with magnesium in about a 200:1 ratio. Taking high-dose calcium alone at night is dangerous because it competes directly with magnesium for absorption in your gut, meaning you get neither. Your body can only process so many minerals at once. And when you flood your system with calcium at bedtime, magnesium gets left behind. Here's what most seniors don't know. Without enough magnesium, calcium floats freely in your bloodstream and gets deposited in your arteries, joints, and muscle tissue instead of your bones. This causes arterial stiffness, joint pain, and muscle weakness. Research published in clinical nutrition journals found that high calcium intake without adequate magnesium led to increased arterial calcification and reduced muscle function in older adults. The researchers discovered that participants taking calcium supplements alone at night had significantly lower magnesium levels and showed signs of soft tissue calcification, which directly impaired their physical performance and muscle strength. In other words, they were taking calcium to get stronger, but actually getting weaker. Let me tell you about Dorothy, a grandmother in her early 70s who came to me complaining of constant muscle cramps and weakness. She couldn't understand why she was getting weaker despite taking 200 milligrams of calcium every night before bed, just like her doctor recommended. When I tested her magnesium levels, they were dangerously low. I immediately stopped her nighttime calcium and put her on magnesium glycinate at night with smaller doses of calcium taken with meals during the day. Within 3 weeks, Dorothy's muscle cramps completely disappeared. After a couple of months, she reported feeling stronger, more flexible, and her muscle tone visibly improved. She even started gardening again, something she hadn't been able to do in years. All because we fixed the timing and balance of her supplements. Now that you know what to avoid, let's build your ideal nighttime strategy for muscle rebuilding. This is where everything comes together. You've learned about the power of magnesium and zinc. You've learned about the 3 saboteurs that block muscle growth. Now, I want to give you a simple step-by-step protocol that you can start using tonight. First, about 30 minutes before bed, take 300 to 400 mg of magnesium glycinate. Take it with a small glass of water, not with a large meal. If your stomach is very full, absorption can be reduced. Some people like to take it with a small snack, and that's fine, just keep it light. A few nuts or a piece of fruit works well. Next, take 15 to 30 milligrams of zinc picolinate or zinc glycinate at the same time. Make sure it's been at least 2 hours since you had any calcium or iron. This timing matters because, as I mentioned, these minerals compete for absorption. If you take them together, you're essentially canceling out the benefits. Now, what if you prefer to get these nutrients naturally through food? I understand that not everyone wants to take pills every night, so let me give you some practical food alternatives that can really help. For magnesium-rich dinners, try grilled salmon with sautéed spinach and roasted pumpkin seeds. Top it with a sprinkle of dark chocolate shavings for dessert, and you've got a meal that can deliver well over 200 milligrams of magnesium. The healthy fats from the salmon also help your body absorb the magnesium more effectively. It's a win-win. For zinc, try grass-fed beef steak with roasted chickpeas and a side of sautéed mushrooms and asparagus. This meal can deliver more than 10 milligrams of zinc and provides all the amino acids your muscles need for overnight repair. Finish with a handful of pumpkin seeds for an extra zinc boost. Pumpkin seeds are actually one of the best sources of both magnesium and zinc, making them perfect for muscle recovery. But here's something critical that most people overlook. Supplements and food alone aren't the full story. Timing is everything, and I mean everything. You can take the perfect doses of magnesium and zinc, but if you take them at the wrong time, or if your sleep schedule is chaotic, you won't get the full benefit. Let me explain why. Your body operates on a natural rhythm called your circadian rhythm. This internal clock controls everything from hormone production to body temperature to digestion. And one of the most important things it controls is when your body releases growth hormone and activates muscle repair. Research has shown that the deepest stages of sleep, the stages where the most growth hormone is released, typically happen between midnight and 2 in the morning. This is your prime repair window. This is when your body is doing the heavy lifting of rebuilding muscle tissue, repairing cellular damage, and strengthening your immune system. If you're not asleep during this window, or if you're not in deep sleep during this window, you're missing out on the most powerful muscle building opportunity your body has. And this is why taking magnesium and zinc about 30 minutes before bed is so strategic. Magnesium helps you fall asleep faster and reach those deeper sleep stages. Zinc enhances the quality of that deep sleep and boosts the hormones that drive muscle repair. It's like setting up dominoes. Each piece has to fall at the right time for the whole chain reaction to work. You take the supplements at the right hour. They help you fall into deep sleep at the right time. Your body releases growth hormone at the right time and your muscles rebuild overnight. Connecting nutrient timing with better sleep quality, hormonal balance, and muscle regeneration creates a powerful multiplier effect. You're not just adding one benefit on top of another. You're creating a synergistic system where each part amplifies the others. Think of it this way. If you exercise during the day, you're essentially sending your body a signal: we need to get stronger. But if you don't give your body the right nutrients at night, and if you don't get deep quality sleep, your body never receives the resources to respond to that signal. It's like ordering a package online, but never providing a shipping address. The order goes nowhere. But when you combine the right nutrients with the right timing and quality sleep, your body receives both the signal and the resources. That's when real transformation happens. That's when you start noticing that your legs feel stronger when you climb stairs. That's when you realize you can carry the groceries without getting winded. That's when you look in the mirror and see more definition in your arms. So let's bring it all together. Here's what you need to remember. First, magnesium plus zinc at night equals stronger muscle repair. These two nutrients work synergistically to activate protein synthesis, boost growth hormone, improve sleep quality, and transport amino acids into your muscle cells. You need both, and you need them at night. Second, iron, B vitamins, and calcium at night equal sabotage. These three nutrients, when taken at the wrong time, disrupt your sleep, block the absorption of magnesium and zinc, and prevent your body from entering the deep sleep stages where muscle repair happens. Move iron and B vitamins to the morning. Spread calcium throughout the day with meals and make sure you're balancing it with magnesium. Third, timing is the multiplier. Taking the right supplements at the right time, combined with a consistent sleep schedule that allows you to be in deep sleep between midnight and 2 a.m., amplifies every benefit. This isn't just about supplements. It's about working with your body's natural rhythms. Your muscles don't stop working just 'cause you're asleep. In fact, that's when they work hardest. While you're lying in bed, your body is conducting a symphony of repair processes, rebuilding tissue, clearing out waste products, strengthening cellular structures. But it can only do this work if it has the right tools. And those tools are magnesium and zinc. A small shift in your supplement routine could be the difference between getting weaker each year and feeling stronger than ever. I've seen it happen hundreds of times. I've watched people in their 60s and 70s regain strength they thought was gone forever. I've seen grandparents who couldn't play with their grandchildren suddenly able to keep up. I've seen people who relied on walkers and canes regain their independence and confidence. And it all starts with something as simple as taking 2 vitamins at the right time. Now, I want to be clear about something. This isn't a magic pill. You can't just take magnesium and zinc and expect to wake up with bulging muscles. You still need to eat adequate protein. Aim for somewhere around 100 to 150 grams per day, depending on your body weight and activity level. You still need to engage in some form of resistance exercise, even if it's just body weight exercises or light weights at home. And you still need to prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours per night if possible. But what magnesium and zinc do is unlock your body's ability to actually use the protein you eat and benefit from the exercise you do. They remove the bottleneck. They open the door. Without them, you can work as hard as you want, but your body simply can't respond the way it should. Think about all the effort you're already putting in, the workouts, the careful meal planning, the protein shakes, the doctor visits. All of that effort deserves to pay off. And by making this one simple change, adding magnesium and zinc at night, and avoiding iron, B vitamins, and high-dose calcium at night, you're giving your body the best possible chance to reward that effort with real measurable results. More strength, better sleep, greater independence, the ability to do the things you love without limitation. That's what we're talking about here. That's what's possible when you align your supplement routine with your body's natural muscle building cycle. So, here's what I want you to do tonight. Take inventory of your supplement routine. Look at what you're taking and when you're taking it. Are you making any of the 3 mistakes I talked about? Are you taking iron, B vitamins, or high-dose calcium at night? If so, make the change. Move them to morning or spread them throughout the day. Then add magnesium glycinate and zinc picolinate or glycinate to your nighttime routine. Give it a few weeks. Pay attention to how you feel. Notice if you're sleeping better. Notice if you wake up feeling more rested. Notice if tasks that used to exhaust you start feeling easier. And here's something I'd really love to know. Which of these supplements have you been taking at night without knowing the damage they cause? Drop a comment below and tell me. I read every single one, and I really want to hear about your experience. Have you been taking calcium at night, iron, B vitamins? Let me know, 'cause your story might help someone else who's struggling with the same issue. If this information helped you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button so more people can find this video. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what's coming next. And share this with a friend or family member who's struggling to build or maintain muscle. This information could change their life. And speaking of what's coming next, tomorrow I'm revealing a clinically proven ritual that boosts muscle mass by significant amounts in seniors over 60 without changing your workout routine at all. This information is only going to my subscribers first, so if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do it right now. You absolutely cannot miss tomorrow's video. Trust me, this muscle building secret will change everything you thought you knew about gaining strength after 60. I guarantee you've never heard this anywhere else. It's going to build on everything we talked about today and take it to the next level. But for now, you have everything you need to start rebuilding your muscles tonight. You know about magnesium and zinc. You know about the 3 saboteurs to avoid. You know about the timing in the midnight to 200 a.m. Repair window. You have the knowledge. Now it's time to take action. Your body wants to be strong. It wants to rebuild. It wants to recover. You just have to give it the tools it needs and get out of the way. Start tonight. Make the change. And I'll see you tomorrow with even more powerful strategies for building unshakable strength at any age. This is Senior Food Network. And remember, your strongest years can still be ahead of